Our next guest on The Source is one of the newest members of the Niagara Falls Arts and Culture Wall of Fame. She holds a Daytime Emmy for her work on the children's show Dino Dana. You can see that on TVO Kids. Her name is Karlee Morse, and she joins us from her home in Toronto. Welcome, Karlee. You're a makeup artist, special effects, prosthetics. You do it all. How did you get into this?
Honestly, I kind of just fell into it. I did my undergrad at Brock in fine arts, and my intention was I wanted to get into video game design, doing concept art. But I had this realization that I can't sit in front of a computer all day. It's just I'm not capable of it. So I kind of sat myself back and I was like, what is the thing that makes you happiest? I realized that I was happiest when I was in the studio, when I was building things at all hours, when I was just like getting my hands dirty and making stuff. So that led me to find my way to Sheridan to do a postgrad in special effects and like prop building, mold making, that kind of thing. And from there, I shadowed under different artists, and I kind of realized this is a thing, and yeah, I just stuck with it.
When you think about makeup, did you start, applying traditional makeup, and did you ever think that that was going to be your career? And
Not
then, so never. So you
never.
went right into the special effects and all
Yeah,
of that.
yes, that's right. I went right into prosthetics and special effects, and I learned beauty makeup afterwards, which it's normally the reverse.
That's what I would have thought. What's it like to be honored in your hometown of Niagara Falls? I mean, James Cameron's picture is on that wall of fame, that Arts and Culture Wall of Fame, and now Karlee Morse is going to be on that Wall of Fame. What does that feel like?
It's very, very cool. It was so surprising when I got the little email hearing about that. Yeah, I'm incredibly honored.
What means more to you? Now, I'm going to put you on the spot here. You won a Daytime Emmy, and now
Yeah.
you're honored in your hometown. So
Uh,
this might be a tough question for you to answer, and keep in mind maybe who's watching. What means
right.
more?
I mean they're truly comparable, and I was surprised in the same way when I heard about each of them, and I'm honored in the same way.
Which portion of your work did you win the Daytime Emmy for? Was it more prosthetics or was it more the special effects? What exactly was it?
So it was for specifically in season 3 of Dino Dana. There's an episode where the entire cast turns into dinosaurs. So I was responsible for designing, making, and applying these dinosaur prosthetics on the cast.
COVID
Kind of
19 obviously stopped things in their tracks back in March. And,
uh,
there was a lot of talk at that time what's going to happen to the television industry. And especially when you think about the fall launch of new programs, a lot
right.
of shows that were planned to be launched hadn't been shot yet. What did that mean to you back in March and your career?
Everything was put on a complete standstill. I was set to start off on a new show, and I was so excited. And that it was like overnight, it was just shut down. And it was the same thing. Like most of my friends do work in film as well, and we were all just like, "Well, I guess this is it for us," because we had no idea when things would be back. It was a very hopeless situation. It was, and especially with what I do and what other makeup artists do, like we're up in people's faces. I'm like, who knows when we'll be able to do that again?
But
So
the industry is back now, and I heard it's almost stronger than ever as
yeah.
it gets going again. What has your schedule been like over the last couple of weeks?
The last couple of weeks have been bonkers. A lot of sleepless nights. Just trying to balance everything. There's the project that I've wrapped up. There's a like few little things coming in. There's things coming up. So just trying to manage all of that. It's nice to be so busy, but I think the COVID situation kind of put things into perspective. I don't want to burn out in the same way maybe I did before COVID, and taking that downtime kind of made me realize that.
Carly,
Yeah.
you've got a lot of great images that we're using for this story on your website. Do you have a favorite item that you've done, a favorite prosthetic or a favorite special effect?
The favorite thing that I've worked on, I think, I did the past few seasons of Baroness Von Sketch Show on the CBC, and I've got some pictures on my website there. I Every single time I came in to do something on that show, it was such a pleasure to work with the women of that show. They were really collaborative with the makeup, so that was really fun.
Carly, thanks for joining us today on The Source, and congratulations once again on being honored by your hometown.